What's going on, everybody? It's Tayanna cooking with Endure today. The whole purpose of these videos is really just to show you that you can live a healthy lifestyle and eat healthy but still eat flavorful meals, okay? So a lot of times, we see people who are cooking meals where you gotta kind of keep it plain. It's a little dry, there ain't no flavor there, but you definitely can eat you some meals that got some flavor to it. So today I'm gonna show you a 30-minute meal that's really about $25 from the grocery store, and we're gonna get to it. We're actually making some Tuscan boneless chicken thighs, and then I also have some asparagus on the side as well. So come on with me in the kitchen and we're gonna get started. So for me, and I was actually explaining to Mr. Endure in the store, I like to use Creole Seasoning for my base seasoning a lot. I kind of just substituted for seasoning salt. And it's just because when I used to buy seasoning salt, I did notice that there were some chemicals in the seasoning salt that I didn't really, care too much for to go in my body. And with Creole Seasoning, it's a little bit more natural. So I know they got salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, just stuff like that in the ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and season my chicken with this first. And I don't have like a specific measurement of seasoning. If you will cook, then you know how to season your own meat. If you don't cook, my advice to you is just start off with a little bit and then just build your way up. And the reason I say a little bit is because I actually layer my seasonings. So I always do Creole first, then I do garlic powder, and then I do onion powder. And so because I'm layering all those, you don't want to do too much of each seasoning to where it be salty, okay? So I'm just seasoning the chicken. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you at least cover it all. And I'm gonna do both sides of the chicken as well. But I got my Creole. I don't know why, but I always go in a specific order. I do garlic powder next. And as you can see, I'm not really doing a whole lot. My onion powder next. And if you never used Creole Seasoning before, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's some strong seasoning, so it's gonna have you coughing and sneezing. I'm holding back my sneeze right now as we talk. And I'm gonna just flip it on over. And honestly, for me, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I just put my chicken in the pan and then I season it. Season the other side, while one side is cooking. And I probably want to turn this down. See that thing? I like it. All right. So, like I said, y'all, this is a real low maintenance meal, which means you ain't gotta be, hovering over the chicken. Give it about total time. You want to give it 20 minutes to cook. So, obviously, probably halfway through, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it and let the other side cook. But while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my asparagus pan ready, and I'm gonna turn this on 3 as well. And I cook my asparagus on the stove, just in some butter, just sauteing. So. And look, just to let y'all know, for y'all that don't know, this is plant butter and it tastes so good. It tastes just like regular butter, it's just not made the same. I'm gonna go ahead and add some butter to the pan and just let it melt. Alright, so what I do is go ahead and just cut the ends of the asparagus. Asparagus is warm. Rinse it off the hot water. It's like holding the heat. Turn this a little bit. Get this butter melting. The reason why I'm so excited even just to do these videos for y'all is because I just want people to know that you can eat some flavorful meals and they still be healthy. For me, I have a family. I have 2 children, a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and then I have a husband. And so if I can show my kids or even just create, healthy eating habits for them now so that they can continue on when they get older, then that's what I'm trying to do. It starts when you're young, So that's why I'm excited. But I'm gonna go ahead and just let this asparagus cook with this butter melting. And really what I do is, it don't take asparagus long. All you gotta do is just let it get soft in the pan, season it, and I just use salt and pepper for mine. I also got a lemon over here that I'm gonna just sprinkle some fresh lemon juice on it, and then it's good to go. So I say give it about 5 minutes, because you don't, it just depends on how soft you want your asparagus. I don't like it too soft to where it looks welted. I like it to have a little bit of crunch, but soft at the same time. So just gonna let that cook. And then I'm gonna come over here and check on my chicken. See how it's looking on the side that it's cooking on. Oh, yep. You see that? You got it? That's a nice brown right there. Let's check the other pieces. See how they're looking. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them. I don't know if it's been exactly 10 minutes yet, but you can tell when your chicken is ready to be turned over. Or when your meat is ready to be turned over, period. The asparagus look, and y'all can't feel it like I can, but it still got some crunch to it, but you can also tell that it's cooked. So what I made sure that I did the entire time while it was cooking, or every now and again while it was cooking, I made sure that I just tossed it around in the butter so that it could all be saturated in the butter. So I'm gonna give it just a little bit more time, because I do like it just a little bit softer than that. And then after that, I'm gonna just add my salt and my pepper, which is right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lemon so I can drizzle some juice on it. That'll be it. I'm telling y'all, this is like one of the quickest meals you can make. Like I said, I got a family, so I'm looking for ways to simplify, quick meals to cook. Meals where I ain't gotta, dirty up a whole bunch of dishes, so that way I don't gotta, wash a whole lot. I'm gonna just turn it down. I like to keep my food on low so that it can stay warm. I was gonna use lemon pepper, but it ain't nothing like, just fresh lemon juice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cooked enough, because you can tell like some of them are starting to just like turn so easily on their own. So that means that they're soft enough. And after my chicken cook, I'm gonna show y'all how I make my Tuscan cream sauce. All right, y'all. So check out this beautiful chicken. Boneless chicken thighs, perfect browning, got a little bit of crisp on the edges. I already know this chicken about to be fire. I just wanted to show y'all this. All right, so I'm about to go ahead and make the creamy sauce, and I do want to just let y'all know, usually people use sun-dried tomatoes for the creamy Tuscan sauce, but I don't have sun-dried tomatoes because they didn't have them at the store I went to today. I actually just picked up some roasted red bell pepper strips. So we're gonna go ahead and use these. I'm gonna still use the heavy whipping cream, and I do still have my spinach. So both of those go into the typical creamy Tuscan sauce. But again, instead of bell peppers, they use sun-dried tomatoes. So after I finished cooking the chicken, I transferred the chicken grease that was in that pan to a brand new pan for the sauce, because I always use my sauce, I always cook my sauce in the grease from the chicken. So what I'm gonna do first is, you're supposed to use 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. So of course you gotta shake it up real good before you pour it in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out. And I got my measuring cup right here. So we got 1.5 cups. That's a whole cup right there, and then just a little bit past that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour that in the pan. Oh yes. And it's something about that cream mixing with that grease. I'm telling y'all, and just stir that just a little bit. Let all that mix together. Let the seasoning from the chicken grease even mix with the heavy whipping cream. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just add my spinach. And you let that cook long enough to where, you know, it's wilted. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and add my bell peppers in now, because when this sauce cooks, I like for all of the seasonings and the flavors to come together at one time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab me another fork and start to add it. The thing I do like about the sun-dried tomatoes is that if you've never even seen a jar of sun-dried tomatoes, but basically it comes in a jar with some oil, and the oil got a little bit of seasoning too in it. And so that's really what I like about sun-dried tomatoes. But I know this is gonna be good too, because I like red peppers. If you don't like red peppers, then this might not be for you, and you want to get the sun-dried tomatoes, and you would just cook it the same way. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn this up so we can kind of get some boil going here. I just want it to boil just a little bit, and then once it starts to boil, I'm gonna add my chicken in it so it can all cook together, and then it's really done at that point. You probably just want to let it simmer a minute or two once you do add the chicken, and then you can just serve it up from there. So I'm just adding the chicken in the pan, and just to let y'all know, y'all can add as little bit of spinach or as much spinach as you want. And the same thing with the red peppers or the sun-dried tomatoes. You can add as little bit or as much as you want. So I'm just putting the chicken in here so it can get some of that flavor as the sauce is boiling. And then I'm gonna try to put some of the sauce even on top of the chicken. And I'm gonna let the sauce cook until it thickens up just a little bit as well. And that's done. Thank y'all for tuning in with me today. joining me in the kitchen to make the creamy Tuscan chicken. I do want to let y'all know I already ate my plate and it was good. It was so good. That was my first time cooking with the roasted red peppers. And I'm gonna tell you what, roasted red peppers seem like they taste way better than just cooked roasted red peppers. Taste better than just the raw red pepper to me. So it added a lot of flavor. I definitely encourage you to try it. If you never had sun-dried tomatoes, try that as well to see which one you like better. But I think for me, I'm gonna start cooking with the red peppers. But look here, join me back next time. We're definitely gonna be making some more meals down the line that, you know, like I said, just show you that you can cook with flavor. It can be good. And you know, you don't gotta really beat around the bush with it. You can cook with whatever, as long as you do it in moderation. So I will catch y'all back next time on Cooking with Endure.